Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name is Destiny, and if you're not new here, welcome back. Today's video I am very excited to do because this is something I am so passionate about. This is something I want to get more into, slowly changing. Well, I feel as if my lifestyle is already suitable for what I'm going to be talking about, but yeah, I'm so excited. Today's video will strictly just be the activities that I give my 5-month-old. I will do a separate video talking more about it, but we are literally just starting. It's only day 2, so I thought it would be easier for me to just show the activities that I give her. This morning she woke up at 6:30, so we lied in bed till about 7. Then we got up, got her changed. She did her 3 activities and then she was knackered. So she went down to sleep at 8:30 and it is 5 to 11. The first activity I like to call independent play. So this encourages children to play by themselves, to entertain themselves, to discover new things without you interfering them. It's a type of play where the child will be safe playing on their own. Since she's so little, it is normally on her play mat. I can definitely tell she was getting sick of the play mat, so I had to do something. I had to spice it more up. So I added a mirror, and in the mornings I put it on one side and in the afternoons I put it on the other side, so that her head, you know, just she can get both directions. Otherwise she will just stare at the mirror the whole time. But she loves looking at the mirror, she loves looking at herself, she finds herself so fascinating, and it's really funny. I scattered the toys in different places so that she can go reach. I don't scatter it too far away that she can see it and not reach it, but just a bit further than if she could just easily grab it. I also added like a little book thing. It used to be on a changing tab, when I was like, you know what, I'm gonna move it, I can include it in her independent play. So I have just put it down by the mirror. And I also watched Milena Sissiotti. She is literally my favorite YouTuber. She said to make sure that they have a designated play mat or a designated blanket, so that they know when that blanket is out, it is time for independent play. I don't think I mentioned this, but I strictly keep each activity to 30 minutes. So normally when she gets to the end of the 20 minutes on the play mat, she starts to get a bit rowdy. Don't know if that's the right word. But that's when she goes into her tummy. I'll put her directly in front of the mirror and she will just stare at herself. So yeah, it works out. And then once that half an hour is done, then we move on to the next activity. Now the reason we do half an hour strictly blocks is so that her body can get used to how long. Her body will realize that once she's finished with this, she can go on to something else. She doesn't have to play with it the whole time. That is the first activity I set for her. The second activity is a more sensory type play. With Montessori Parenting, they encourage children to use their 5 senses. So I set up this activity where she is big enough to go into her high chair, which is fantastic because now I can put things on the tray. You will see that I put a pillow and a blanket behind the high chair because she can't reach that far yet. She just needs a little push forwards. This week we're actually playing with the feel of water, we're playing with a carrot, we're playing with a muesli bar, and we are also playing with recycled bottles. Alea seems to be very fascinated by recycled bottles, and we always have a lot of juice bottles. She just wants to play with it the whole time. I set her out on her high chair and she will just play with those toys. The water she's a bit iffy about. She loves the recycled bottles and she loves the carrot. The carrot is great for teething. But please keep in mind that when you do your sensory toys, you really need to be watching them. We're dealing with water and we're dealing with a carrot, we're dealing with a muesli bar wrapper. So it's great for them to feel, to taste, to smell, to see, to hear, but you need to be like 24/7, like literally cannot go anywhere, and you need to supervise them because the bag could break, she could put the carrot down her throat too far, a piece of wrapper could come off, you know, so you need to be there and you need to be aware and alert. When she is doing her sensory activity, I place her in the kitchen and I also do the dishes. I'll talk to her while I'm doing the dishes, I'll talk to her and explain what everything is. The more words the better. That's kind of how that play works. But please, if you're doing sensory, always be with your child, especially if they're so little. The last activity that I do for her, since she stays up in an 1.5 to 2 hour slots, is reading. So I like to do reading last to settle her down, to get her ready for a nap. And normally, actually majority of the time, she is ready to go to sleep when it's reading time. So I'll read a few books to her. I aim up for 5 books because she's not really a child to just sit there and content. I mean, maybe a few minutes, but then I have to put her on me or read a book together. But yeah, it's very strictly reading time, and don't give up if your child really doesn't want to read or makes a fuss. Just keep reading it. Just do something, make expressions, be over the top. Yeah, reading is fantastic for kids. If I'm being honest, I didn't really start reading with Alea because I thought it was weird to read to a child, but I've heard so many good things about it, so I wish I had started earlier, but we are starting it now. After she has done the reading time, she is normally ready to go to sleep, so I will wrap her up, feed her, and she's knocked out. And that's pretty much how our morning went. She has been knocked out since 8:30 and it is 11. I went to check on her. Feel like she might be waking up, but yeah, so far it's so good. We also do jolly jumper time, but I do that in the afternoon because sometimes I feel like that gets her overtired because she really loves the jolly jumper, so I feel like she forces herself to wake up and then she just won't go to sleep. So we'll see how the afternoon goes. I'll vlog it for you guys. The mornings have been better than the afternoons for me, so if the afternoons are bad, whoops. But I will film it for you guys. It'll be raw, it'll be real, and you can see how the whole Montessori styled activities work. Okay, honey, so we're going to change your bum. Is that okay? Feel this. What does that feel like? That's a brush. It's very soft on your skin because it has to be very careful for little babies because your skin is very delicate. We're wiping it with the wet wipe. It might be a little bit cold on your booty. And this is your reusable nappy. 1 button, 2 button, and a 3rd button. And now you're nice and changed. So, is that right? Which bow do you want to wear? Which one? Which one do you like? That one? Okay, you can wear that bow today. You wore the pink one in the morning and now you want to wear the purple one. Yeah. Should we put it on your head? It's a little bit big, but it's okay. Wow, and the dummy is for emergencies only. So, we put it in the drawer. Wow. You are all ready. Should we go do some playing? I think you want to do some playing. Yes. Okay, let's go play. Play is gonna go playing. Yes. So this is her little play area. She's got a toy to look at over here. It's got some colours. You can see itself in the reflection. You're a little bunny, a little doggy. What even is that? I don't even know. And you can reach up for this. So I put it at a distance so she can reach for it. And there's also some other ones. I don't know where they went. They're lying around. She can see her reflection in the mirror. Hi, honey. So, Alea is now up to her 2nd activity, and you're in the high chair. I have to put a pillow behind and just a blanket because she's a bit too small and the gaps are really massive. But she's feeling her water, and then make the noise. What's that noise? I literally have just given her this, what I got yesterday from New World. So I'll give it to her. This is her favourite toy. She teethes on it, so if she gets sick I'll give her this. And I also give her a carrot. As you can see, she's munched on the top. She's munched on the carrot on the top, but it is perfect for teething. But please, please make sure you are watching the whole time. I will stay in the kitchen for the next 30 minutes. This is the time that I will interact with Alea the most. I will give her the time to touch things first. Like, I'll do this with the water so she can hear it. Sometimes I'll do the dishes, but they've already been done this morning, so I'll probably make some lunch and explain to her what I'm doing. She's got some, what's this? Broccoli and kumara for lunch. So I'm going to get her a spoon, and she loves to eat. What's this? She's getting a little bit fussy in here, but she needs to learn how to explore things herself. I'm going to feed her lunch. She doesn't know about this one. She likes the pumpkin and the carrot, but I don't know what she thinks about this one. Do you like it? She's a bit iffy about this one. But I mean, she's opening her mouth, so it can't be the worst. I've tried it and it's actually really nice, but I really love broccoli, so. And also at the end, I will give her a spoon, and she normally holds it like this, so that only this part gets in her mouth. When she is able to sit up by herself in the high chair, then we will start doing baby-led weaning. But for now, we're just doing this. She's not even 5 months yet, so hopefully baby-led weaning will be ready by 6 months. But I've had to tell myself that each baby has a different developmental stage. Hi! And not to just wait for the next milestone. Just be happy with what she's achieving now. Isn't that right? You look like the Grinch. Is it yummy? Yummy! Good girl! You're doing so good. That her hands are there, so the spoon can't go any further. Please make sure you're watching this the whole time that they're doing this, because obviously you don't want them to choke and push it too far back in their throats. So, is that yummy? Yeah? How is that? Oh, we have to be careful, remember? The carrot is amazing for teething and amazing for your little gummy. Yeah! Wow! You like the carrot, don't you? Yeah. Wow. You enjoy that carrot. Is that what you want to say to Mummy? What else do you want to say? Anything else? How's your orange carrot? Is it nice and cold? Nice and cold on your gummies? I'm going to make a pizza, okay, for lunch? I'm going to make a nice pizza. Okay. Alea did 15 minutes with her sensory play. In the morning, she tends to manage the full half an hour, but once it gets to the afternoon, or once it gets to her second round of activities, she starts to not find interest. She managed 15 minutes in there, which was great, and then she just got over it. So she's now in her favourite toy, the Jolly Jumper. I was going to keep her in there for 15 minutes, but she's only been awake for not even an hour yet. So I'm going to keep her in there for a bit longer, maybe half an hour. She can bounce for half an hour. She loves it. She can stay in there for an hour. But yeah, I'm going to keep it to half an hour. And then I'll go read her some books. Maybe see where she's at. If she's not tired, we'll do another activity. It's just with a baby that can't really do much. She can't sit up on her own yet as well, so it's just a repeated process so that they can get ready for when they can do things by themselves. So right now I'm just getting her in the routine. I've always had a routine with her. I just managed to get out of the routine because it was chaotic. Things happen, and yeah, so we are slowly getting back into it. Please remember it's only day 2, so we're just adjusting to things. Thought I would just add in a little tip, but if you are doing Montessori parenting, the purpose of it is that children are able to explore and make their own discoveries and use their senses and just like that. So if you are doing Montessori parenting, each week rotate your toys. That's what I have picked up, that each week you rotate a toy. You have a basket full of toys that they can play with. When they're littler, they don't have as much toys, but when they're older they have an option of toys so that they can choose. But yeah, so next week she will have different sensory toys. She won't have the same ones. I will find something, and you don't need to go to the shop. You don't need to buy things online. You can literally just find things around your house, and you'll be surprised by what babies prefer. Yeah, it's pretty strange, but yeah, that's just a little tip I thought I would add in. Excuse my hair, I like to call this the mum style, but I thought I would just end this video by having a little talk about how today went. So I can definitely tell that the morning activities went better than the second round of activities. When she first woke up from her night's sleep, those activities went the greatest. She was able to last the full half an hour, and then she went down for her nap and she fell asleep for 2.5 hours. So that was brilliant. Don't know if it was because of this new parenting method that I am incorporating, but it's worked. She then woke up, and you would have seen by what I filmed, she did playmat time. That went well. We then went into sensory, which that went okay-ish. Yeah, she would definitely be wanting new things to feel next week, so I will be finding some baby proof items around the house for her to discover next week. She didn't last very long, so she ended up going in the jolly jumper for the last 15 minutes, and we were reading and she was just exhausted. She was yawning the whole time, so I decided to put her to sleep, and she slept for 1.5 hours, and then she woke up and my brother had come, so we didn't really do the third round of activities. But if he wasn't here, then we would have done that, and I would have been able to tell you guys how the third round went. But first round was definitely better than the second. I think an improvement for next time is that she wants to feel different things, different textures, smell different things, you know what I mean? So that's an improvement and a tip for next time. It went really good. She has been sleeping amazing. I like to keep Alea very stimulated and very active. Not active because she's a baby, but her mind very active. So she's always doing things during the wake periods, and then she will be tired enough to sleep longer during her naps. Yeah, that was our second day of Montessori parenting, and it went very well. I will make sure to update you guys in our next video. Actually, I don't really know when, but I will make sure to update you guys how it's going, and any new things that we're doing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a like, subscribe down below, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.